What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to FX Pro Now. About to get started pretty soon. All right, let's get started. All right, everybody, how you guys doing? Go ahead and put in your name and where you're calling in from. Also, go ahead and click on the like button so I can be able to make sure that you guys can be able to hear me well. Let me know that you can be able to hear me well by clicking on the like button. So we have Coral Springs, Florida. Zach. Just getting everything set up. So yeah, everybody go ahead and tell me your name and where you're calling in from. Also, I'd like to know if you can be able to hear me well by clicking on the like button. All right. Got everything on here. Ooh, double time. Yeah, nice. All right. So let's get started. The dedicated ones, yeah, man. Yep. Thank God. All right. So what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to FX Pro Now. I'm looking wild right now, but I think it's okay. So what we're looking at today is what we call this week in the markets. And when I do this week in the markets, what I do is I look at specific pairs. I look at AUDUSD, EURUSD, USDJPY, and GBPJPY. Everything that I go over literally comes from specific rules that I follow. And with these specific rules that I follow, these are the only things that I teach. With that being the case, we have a couple people that are in our group. Literally today, they made over a couple $100 just today, which is really cool based upon some of these rules. And one thing I know is if they can be able to do it, you can be able to do it as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple of these pairs and see if we can be able to come up with anything specific. And if we can, great. If not, no problem. We'll be back on here on Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that we can be able to find something. But I know for sure if we don't find anything today, it's no problem. I'm almost guaranteed you're going to be able to learn something that you didn't know. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So one thing I want to make sure that you know, we have a website. It's called fxpronow.com, and on fxpronow.com, we have a 5-step system to help people become an FX Pro now. And one of those things specifically is to go ahead and actually go on to our YouTube page, which you're on right now. Make sure you hit on the subscribe button, very, very important, and click on the bell that's right next to it so you never miss a thing, including one of these episodes. So let's go ahead and get started. So as I'm doing this, what I actually do is I post a lot of my stuff directly on TradingView. So if you don't have TradingView, this is the platform that you're going to go ahead and actually, watch the charts. This is what you need. You need to be able to actually get TradingView as a platform. If you don't have TradingView, if you click on the description below, you could be able to actually click on the description, and below you'll be able to actually see TradingView. I actually have a button on there that you can be able to get your first month for free if you actually click on the button below. So I'm just letting you know. All right. So on TradingView, if you actually go to the top right here and then type in FX Pro Now as a person or people, right? If you type in FX Pro Now, you'll actually see my name pop up. And if you follow me on here, you're going to be able to actually see everything that I do, throughout the day, which is really, really cool. So I encourage you to go ahead and actually follow me on here. That should definitely be one of my steps. But I would encourage you to go ahead and actually follow me on here, because I know for sure it could be able to definitely help you out. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with AUDUSD. All right. And this is how I actually do it. I go ahead and actually click on this record button so you can be able to watch me over and over again. All right. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to fxpronow.com. What we're looking at right now is called AUDUSD. And on AUDUSD, what we see here is the fact that this literally hit our take profit, which is perfect. We had point A, we had point B over here, point C, and we predicted that price would get to this 61.8 area into this green box, and it did beautifully based upon our last analysis. So now we're going to literally start over from scratch and say, okay, where is it going to go now? And what we see here is the fact that on this particular time frame, I see one thing, but let's just say, what does it look like on a higher time frame? So let's look at the daily time frame. So one thing that I see off the jump, that we see a gap right here, and this gap may be important, right? So one thing I see is the fact that there is a level of support that was broken right here. Very, very important. All right, so this level of support, there's a level of support right here. This was broken because we see a full candle that closes under this level of support. So what that tells me is on the daily time frame, we have a broken level of support, bringing this in my mind, I call this a downtrend. Okay, now we obviously have a downtrend over here, right? But for a period of time, we had an uptrend, right? You can call it a trend because we have a higher high, a higher low, and a higher high, but then it makes a lower low based upon this entire move right here. And then it started to do it again. We have a lower high, cool, higher low, higher high, right? But then it makes another lower low. So I would see the continuation to this downtrend, but the only reason why I'm even like having some type of debate on this is only because on the weekly time frame, we do see that there was a level of support over here at one point in time. And we do see a level of support over here in the same exact location, which is pretty interesting. Okay. Another thing that I see is the fact that we closed on a bullish over here. This is somewhat of a doji, and we opened up as a bullish on this week. Okay. But I still, for now, see this to push down at least one more time, maybe even more. But this is what I'm looking at. So let's look on the daily. Based upon just what we have here. So point A, being the fact that this is a wrong way. Being the fact that this is the downtrend, I have to put my fibs this way from the bearish wick to this bearish wick right here, right? And what we see is the fact that around this 50% area, we see that price is having a tough time passing this area right here. Okay. So I'll just put it to you like this. My take profit, my first take profit at least, is looking to be right here. Okay, which is kind of in confluence with this last low right here, which is cool. All right. So I'm just going to say this is where I'm going to be looking for price to head to, at least for right now. Okay. This is where I'm going to be looking for price to head to. H4. So as you can see here, price has found a level right here that it's not passing for now. Now, if price decides to pass this area, that's one thing. If price decides to stay there and hold this area again and it gets rejected, then I would definitely be looking for this area over here. Okay. But if price decides to push up even more, the highest that I would allow this to push would be at the 61.8 area, which is about 0.72, let's just say 0.72. If price decides to pass this area, then I'll be looking for a different bias. But I'm just looking for price to head to at least this area right here. If price pushes any higher, then I'll probably change my analysis a little bit. All right. So that's just a short little trade that I have here. Let me see how many pips this is. Nothing crazy. Oh, it is. Okay. It's an H4 move, so I guess. So 175 pips right here, which is not bad at all. We had a nice push to the downside over here. There's no real confluence when it comes to my my daily key level or anything like that. But probably if I was to back up a little bit, I could be able to find something. Okay. So that's my little analysis based upon AUDUSD. Again, this is fxpronow.com. My name is Philip Anglade. We have a 5-step system to help you to become an FX Pro now. I would definitely encourage you to go ahead and check it out. I greatly appreciate your time. Peace. So as you can see there, if you were to go ahead and follow me on TradingView, and for every like and comment that's placed on there, what will happen is it will actually go ahead and send you an alert anytime that I'm actually doing any updates to a specific post, which I do throughout the day. Okay, so I would encourage you to go ahead and like and comment on each post that comes up, because it can definitely be able to help you out when it comes to updates on any post that I put up. Let's go ahead and do EURUSD. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to fxpronow.com. What we're looking at right now is EURUSD. When it comes to EURUSD, what we called was the fact that back here we called this. We called the fact that this would push up to the upside, and it would hit our take profit, which it did. It was about a 70 pip move, if I'm not mistaken, probably even more than that. Yeah, from down here was a 100 pip move, but what we actually caught was from right here, which is about a 70 pip move, which is really cool. What I'm looking for is definitely for this continuation to the upside, just for a little bit. It's having a tough time getting there. But from point A to point B, point C, we have consolidation at the 38.2 area. I'm seeing for this to go up just a little higher, and I don't know exactly how much higher from there. Let's go to the H4 time frame. It's pretty interesting. From point A to point B right here, price has already got into 38.2. So there's no actual reason why this has to push up to this negative 27%. There's no reason why it has to. Okay. But this is kind of in the same boat as AUDUSD. If I was to go to the weekly time frame, I'll see the fact that there is a level of support that has been held based upon this weekly time frame. So I am looking for price to get to 38.2, and I'm almost sure that it from here it is going to. It's having a real slow time to get there, right? So when it comes to this consolidation area, there's no like it's going there now. There's no way I can be able to tell you it's going there now. If you're looking to be able to get into a trade that is more of a swing trade type mentality, this is probably one of the best places to be in, to be able to just get that swing all the way to the upside to that 38.2. What we see here is the fact that we had this being hit over and over and over and over and over and over again. This is probably one of the slowest ones for the push to the upside, but I am looking for this to push to the upside. But again, there's no real reason why price has to push up right now. Okay, so this would be the type of trade where to get to the real take profit, which is at 38.2 based upon the weekly time frame, is going to take a while. And there's no real way I can be able to say, hey, listen, it's going there right now. But for this to get to at least here, I could say, okay, it may get there. But again, there's no like it has to get there. It's in a consolidation area. This is probably not the best pair to trade. But if you do not mind waiting, I don't even know how many weeks, because as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 weeks it's been in this area. Okay. Just to get a little, 400 pip move, I don't know. I'm going to just hold my trade because I see it getting there. But, I don't know how long it's going to be. I'll put it to you like that. All right. So just for now, it found a level of support, which is cool. Doesn't mean anything. Being the fact that it's in a level of consolidation based upon this higher time frame, it could take as long as it wants. But at the least, I am looking for this to push at least to this negative 27%. At the least, there's a little 30 pip move. I don't even think it's worth it to guess. All right. But as far as the lowest that should go, I see this as the lowest that price should head to. All right. So let's go ahead and proceed. So that's fxpronow.com. My name is Philip Anglade. Check out our 5-step system to become an FX Pro Now. If anything, go ahead and check out our AUDUSD trade, our USDJPY trade, or our GBPJPY trade if you're looking for any type of updates on those. All right, let's get it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into USDJPY. Before we go ahead and get into USDJPY, what I really want you guys to know is this is our actual website right here. Again, it's fxpronow.com. On here, our goal is to be able to help you become an FX Pro Now and learn the safe but yet profitable rules of trading Forex. See, the thing is, Forex can definitely be profitable, but the goal is to be as safe as possible. And I know for sure that by just staying connected with us, most of these steps right here, as far as our 5 steps to become an FX Pro Now, are just staying connected. Understand, trading is not going to be where you're going to learn this tomorrow. I think the most important part when it comes to trading is not just the skills that you're going to learn, but the daily habits that you're going to have and the emotions that come along with trading. All right, so step number 1 is stay connected with us by email. When you click on here, you're going to be able to fill out this info, and you can be able to actually get updates when it comes to what we're doing through email. Step number 2, go ahead and get into our group chat. On here, you can be able to have updates go directly to your phone. You're going to definitely want to be able to get into this one right here. right? We have about 500 people in here, so you know we're not new to this. And step number 3 is to go ahead and actually hear some students' results. And now you're probably wondering, why would I want to hear what other people got to say? Well, the thing is, if you want to trust in what you're learning from, it's best that you hear it not just from me, but from what other people are saying and their results. So go ahead and check out some stories. Step number 4, go ahead and actually click on the subscribe button on the button below, so you can be able to always get updates. And step number 5, we actually have a course, right? And in this course, we have 2 separate courses. We have an in-person course. Oh, I gotta fix that. We have an in-person course and we have an online course, right? And the goal is not just for you to be able to take this course and that's it. Our goal is to be able to stay connected for, you know, more than just trading. So you go ahead and actually take our course. So first, become an FX Pro now by taking our advanced course. And then from there, what if we could be able to actually travel the world together and celebrate our earnings? You know, you could be able to actually do that with us. And then also our goal is not just to make money, but how can we be able to actually help people along the way? So along with that, together, what we'll do is take action in creating a change in what we want to see in the world. So you can be able to learn more of what we're doing in that standpoint. And then this is exclusively for people that are some of our students. Okay. So finally, what we'll do is compound our Forex earnings by investing in assets that will bring long-term residual gains for generations to come. So I actually own property. And what I'm going to be doing is helping our students actually attain assets when it comes to property as well in the future. So what I've learned is, why would I just, you know, gain these properties by myself? What if I can be able to help other people gain income when it comes to Forex in a massive way? And then from there, we all come as a collective together, build property so that we can be able to help our future generations in the future. So how can you be able to get started with our vision of what we're doing? So we have an online course, right, where the 7 bonuses included. There's over 50 videos that you can be able to get access to. They're all pre-recorded, tutorials. It's a lifetime membership. I'm not looking for this, you know, this baby $500. That's not the goal. The goal is that we can be able to do something big together. So this is a lifetime thing. So only a one-time thing. You never pay anything ever again. All right, you get a private support by getting into a group chat, private group chat, weekly mentoring that we get on Thursdays, just like this, but you can be able to actually respond to me and show me your charts, which is really cool. We have 24 access to the content, and you're going to get an invitation to our FX on the Beach celebration that we'll be having yearly. And also, by enrolling for each course that's given, we actually give a course away for free. And the goal is to also be able to give a laptop along with that as well. Now, if you want to be able to take the course in person, right, it's an intense, and you can be able to watch some of the testimony videos and you can be able to see how intense it is, because, you know, I don't play when it comes to this. So it's an intense 4-day Forex course, right? And what's cool is when you get the in-person course, you actually get the online course included for free, right? So it's like you're getting the in-person course for only $500, which is nothing, right? It's 4 days. The next one is going to be in Miami from the 28th to the 30th. It's a personal experience that you'll never forget. 25 hours of actual content. There's no fluff here. When I say from 5 to 10, it's 5 to 10. When I say from 12 to 10, it's from 12 to 10. Yeah, you get a break, you know, but believe me, it's a lot of content that's being put out there for you, right? And then from 12 to 10 again on Saturday, and then from 3 p.m. until, all right? So if you want to get breakdowns of each one, I would definitely go ahead and actually go into fxpronow.com, scroll all the way to the bottom so you can be able to see these details. If you have some questions, go ahead and actually click on the frequently asked questions, or you can be able to contact me directly through here. All right. So, so that's that. So let's go ahead and go to a USDJPY. And on USDJPY, what we'll see is all right, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com. My name is Philip Anglade, and what we're looking at right now is USDJPY, and this is still pushing to the upside. And what I was saying on the last time that we were on here on Wednesday was the fact that, hey, if price decides to break through and clear this last high, I'll be looking for more buys to the upside. And that's exactly what has happened. We've found the fact that price has gone ahead and pushed and cleared this last high over here. Perfect. This is pushed to the downside. Now, here's the thing. I got to make sure that price does not go lower than this last area, over here. Mostly the reason why is because I'm looking for price to continue to push higher. And for me to get into any more buys, if this goes lower than this, I'd have to wait until it breaks structure on the lower time frame again to continue its way to the upside. So what we see here is the fact that from point A to point B over here, price is at 61.8. And being the fact that price is at 61.8, technically being the fact that this is a downside move. And when I say a downside move, price is broken structure over here, meaning the fact that this is pushed to the downside. This is just a retrace, calling this to be a continuation to the downside over here. But our analysis has been for this to continue to push to the upside. So based upon this H4 time frame, this is just a tested candle, meaning this is not broken this last high on the H4 time frame, but on the H1 time frame it has. Okay. So what I am looking for, let's look in the daily, see how this looks. Yeah, this just looks like it's tested. Interesting. I may look for the opposite just to get a little taste. And I think that's exactly what my boy K came up with. I think that's what he came up with on this one, being the fact that it's like, what's the worst that can happen? And what I mean by that is, let's just say this has to push down and continue its way to the downside. The last high is here. I think I see what he was doing. Let's go ahead and pull out our fibs from here to here. That's 23.6. Price is not pushed down at all, making a new low. This is just a continuation. Maybe it'll be this one. But I'm going to be looking for the continuation to the upside. Let me put this back, see. Yeah. I'm going to be looking for the continuation of the upside, even though it's going real slow, even though it's broken structure over here. Yeah, we'll have to see on this one. We'll have to see on this one over here. Yeah, there's no reason to not go with the upsides move. We'll have to see as time continues on this one. Okay, guys? All right. So that's fxpronow.com. My name is Philip Anglade. Go ahead and check out our website so you can be able to get the 5 steps to become an FX Pro now on fxpronow.com. Let's get it. All right. So when it comes to GJ, all right, guys, so we're looking at GBPJPY. My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to fxpronow.com. What we're going to look at right now is on the daily time frame. What we have seen is the fact that I'm going to go ahead and put my fibs back together. And what we'll see is the fact that from point A to point B, from point A to point B, we have point C getting to 38.2. Not only that, but we have price finding a new high because we see clearly that price has gone ahead and broken structure by finding a new high over here, And with that being the case, what we see is the fact that from point A to point B to point C, 38.2, I see price getting to negative 27% at the least. So I'm looking for price to continue to the upside, period. Right? Now, that's based upon the daily time frame. Okay, so no matter what, 147.3 is what I'm looking for and possibly higher. But at the least 143 is what I'm looking for, okay? So with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and go to the H4 time frame to see, okay, when can we actually go ahead and enter into our trade? Well, let's go ahead and take off the fibs based upon this one over here. Boom, 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 boom. I took off the wrong fibs. Yeah, took off the wrong fibs. So what we see here is from point A to point B, right? What I'm doing is I'm assuming before my before it actually shows me, hey, I'm gonna pull down, right? And I just did that just because I saw price, shoot up, and what I was doing, okay, let's just say that's the highest it's gonna go. And when I did that earlier, what was interesting is the fact that from point A to point B, when we pulled down our point C, we saw the fact that 38.2 was in confluence with my daily key level, like to the T, in confluence with this one. Also, we saw the fact that there was a level of support that was held over here as well. Thought that was pretty interesting. All right. So what else? What I also saw when I actually drew this higher, when I put this a little higher, from this is point B here, point C, well, where would price go? Well, when I looked, I saw that negative 27% was in confluence with something. I'm like, okay, what is that? When I looked, if we remember our daily key level, let me go ahead and draw this out. When we look, our daily key level literally lands in that same exact spot, which is interesting. And then when I looked at the from point B, point C here, point C over here, whatever. When I looked at negative 61%, which would be like point E, that was actually in confluence with my H4 key level, a little higher. I just found that pretty interesting. So what I'm looking for is for this to push down just a little bit, and then from there continue to the upside. Now, being the fact that the buys are just so strong, I'm not looking for this to push down any further. So when it comes to like selling this, I wouldn't suggest it, but I would just be looking for more buys to the upside. When it comes to an actual entry, being the fact that we're all the way at the top, and also being the fact that this is not really proven that this is going to, start pushing down, I can't really say anything more about this, but where I see price heading towards. All right, let me go to the lower time frame, see what's going on there. If I see price go lower than this level of support over here, then I'll probably think one thing. So if anything, guys, go ahead and check out. I want to say probably this. If price heads lower than 145.3, look for price to head towards that 38.2, which is 144.1. Okay. So if price heads lower than this level of support over here, then again, look for price to head towards this 144.1. Okay. And I think we should be fine on that one. Okay. So yeah. All right, guys. So again, I greatly appreciate your time. FXProNow.com. My name is Philip Anglade. Go ahead and check out our 5-step system to become an FX Pro Now with FXProNow.com. Let's get it. All right. So that concludes our talk. What's pretty interesting about gold is the fact that since I think October, I said to you guys, hey, price is going to go to what was it, 113, 1350 or something like that, right? And where's it at right now? It's at 1329. So it literally wicked towards, where did it go? It went to 1346, and I called this back in October. You can look back. You can look back. Literally $200. $200 this thing pushed up. No, not 200. $130 this thing is pushed up. It's ridiculous. So if you're looking to be able to really take your game to the next level, I know for sure that there's assistance that is available. And here's the thing, guys. Like, I know for sure, like when it comes to myself, I could have never learned this if I didn't have somebody I could be able to learn from or mentor from, at least in the speed that I was able to do it. A lot of people, they want to learn by themselves. Do your thing. For me personally, I had a couple mouths to feed, so I needed to learn this as fast as possible. So maybe, you believe that, you got it. I feel you. But I know for sure that it can be able to help a little bit better if you have somebody that can be able to check you a little bit, and also if you can be able to kind of follow a guideline and a system that's already working for some people. All right, guys. So I really appreciate your time. And if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment at the bottom. Go ahead and like on the like button if you be able to actually gain something from this. And I appreciate your time. So that concludes our session. Thank you very much. Let's become FX Pro Now together. Let's get it. So I'm going to stay on it for a little bit longer for people that have any questions or anything like that. I'm going from there. Oh, snap. That's crazy. So yeah, go ahead and leave a comment if you have any questions. Oh, man. Have I put any buy limits on GJ? No, I haven't. And surely I've been actually trading for a year now. All right, let's go ahead and post this stuff. All right, guys. So I greatly appreciate your time, and see you guys soon.